2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week, because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
And that finds him in a share of second.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Here we are at the third.
Luke, this player coming off a birdie on the last hole, getting some momentum going their direction.
Okay.
Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Judging it beautifully.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Sure do.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Collin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, almost went in.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. Lovely effort, that. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Damn it.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 5 feet coming up to the cup. This one started out on a good line. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
This one's for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently 2 under for the day. We've arrived at a par 5. That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 6th. And here we are with the third shot. He shares top spot. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Lining up the birdie putt here. Ooh. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Eight days a week, that rhythm works.
Shit.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's disappointing.
A bit short with that effort.
How close was that to going down? Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Great touch.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Bubba Watson is atop the leaderboard with a one-stroke advantage. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
That was wonderfully done. Getting ready to play their third. Only one shot off the pace. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
And this putt to move into a share of first place. And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Luke, top 10 on the leaderboard and moving up. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs over the next 9 holes.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet. This for a birdie run.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Not a bad line, this. And as we check in on the standings, this player currently shares top spot alongside Bubba Watson. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Going with the 5-wood. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. And here we are with their 4th. Currently tied for the lead. That's certainly a shot saver there, Rich.
Chipping in for bogey. Happy and sad all the same breath.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Going with the hybrid.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favors the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
He's not. He's a few shots back, but that's fine.
And this putt to move into first place. It's frustrating. A birdie putt awaits. Nice stroke. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Oh, damn.
Well struck. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
I sure is.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Looking for another birdie here.
I mean,
Well, look who's
you're
getting on a
welcome
roll
to
now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
join. Yeah.
And after that hole, leading
I mean, you
Bubba
were on
Watson by a stroke.
YouTube last night. No.
Time to face a par 4 now.
You were on Discord. Your voice is on YouTube. Oh, you did. Okay.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
Barely.
Time for the second shot at the 14th.
Damn.
This one might need to get down a little. Or tidy looking shot that. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this
You don't see
player
what
prove me
happened
wrong,
on
though.
Bing.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. And that will take him to 5 under. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Take that.
Handy effort, that one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Imagine. Imagine. What kind of fucking shot is
Good
that?
effort, that one, out of the bunker. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? From about 200 yards out.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Opting for the 5-wood. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
This would be a great up and down.
It would.
Yes!
Nailed it.
Nicely done. Great chip.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
This one was
Let's
a
take another
great
look.
chip in. I could watch this all day.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
This hole is a par 3. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Come on, kick.
Oh, just missed. A par putt on the table.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. Bubba Watson is coming off a drop shot there, and that will take him to 3 strokes back. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
Does. As you
Amen.
can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Yeah, that one will play. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what a super shot. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
This has eyes for the hole.
Wow.
So after that effort, let's have a
Wow.
look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that was flushed. Time for the second shot on the 18th. And here we are with the third shot.
Shit.
Oh, what a shot by our leader. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. That was a gallant attempt. All right,
Watch me
not the end of
bogey.
the world, but this is a putt they want to make if they're to close it out. Okay, steady now. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance. Oh, super effort that. Holds the putt to win it all.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
Another one.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
fucking bitch. He's like, yeah, 3 putt into victory. And I was like, hey, no, I was 2 putts this time. Yeah. Okay. One more time. Footsteps. My initial thought was time. Yeah, we said time at the same time. Right. Before I start to bullshit.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin.
This putt is about 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
It was on a good line. This one's looking good.
You'd be surprised.
Starting the round at even par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Finds himself in a share of 7th. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Vic.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Way too much.
Just didn't drop.
An opportunity to make a par here. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
There have been a lot of players that have come out and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest, men or women, to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money. The tempo there was exquisite.
Damn.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Oh, the one that I sent you? Yeah.
This is beautiful to watch. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
One stroke behind her rival this week.
8 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row. Yep, tracking well.
Oh, so close.
Cunt.
And that should secure the par on this one.
Colin Morikawa currently on top of the leaderboard here.
Now we head to the famous par 5 6th. Rich, a lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Putting for birdie. Yes, they've made it. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's currently in a share of top spot.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Slow your roll a little bit.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
That's a good putt to make. You'll take that.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, that celebration, that's a little spicy. I don't know if these two are going to be talking now.
The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
From around 140 yards here, he's currently tied for the lead.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still
pretty
counts.
good, bud.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
And with that,
She's got another birdie.
4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He's currently tied for 1st.
Yes, you
Let's
said
take
that.
a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Is currently tied for the lead.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And he's holed it.
Holy shit.
Astounding. Simply astounding.
You got to, babe, you got to watch this.
What a play.
Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
From ways away. Boop. Thank you. Not quite. From almost 2 football fields away.
Lydia Ko's up to.
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
Looks like they may have pushed that one.
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive,
Carter,
but
it's
I'm
not
very
funny.
impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
No, he said, I love you for us.
It's
quality
not
shot
really
from
funny,
him.
but
He'll be pleased. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
Go on, get in the hole.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Currently leading by 3.
Yeah, that one's looking good. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This for a birdie run.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you.
Yeah.
One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. And that is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
You guys, okay? You guys can't be quiet. Try to go to sleep. I will turn it off. Do you understand? Do you understand? Carter, do you understand? Carter. Carter.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Putting for eagle here.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Yes or no?
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, get in. Almost snatched the eagle there. That would have been huge. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now.
Don't do that.
Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple. This one is all over it.
Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
Damn it.
Right by the hole.
A par putt awaits.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Cut back in.
That's frustrating. And that putt will drop. Well done.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
He's currently sitting in first place. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, your dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
And choosing the 8 iron here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
Good look at a birdie here. And the putt drops, now 11 under, heading down the stretch.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
Great rhythm on that swing. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Currently 13 under for the day.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Fuck.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Rich, you know what this is like, going back-to-back on the PGA Tour. How big is it?
It's a lot more mentally difficult than I think a lot of people understand. I'm very impressed with how this player held up the final 9 holes. Congratulations. Great finish.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Babe, you want to join Discord? Join Discord. Okay. I need to get a couple beers anyway. Matter what. Just putting it out there, put it out there.
Sky Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat Jon Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if Jon Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, Jon Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
And should find the surface.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Currently 1 under for the round. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Oh, just missed.
Damn it.
Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Looks good.
And down it goes.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Babe.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. At -2, going along nicely today. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 7. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
An opportunity for a birdie here. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push.
Fuck.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in second place behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Okay. Because you're the one that initially started the server that you invited me to. So I'm able, once the server's on the left side, the ones that I'm invited to, I'm able to get into those talking ones.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Oh,
a sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
I was hoping for a rollback right in the hole, but I was within 2
top
foot.
Spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
They are. Yes, they are.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And that will take him to 3 under.
And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but
what did he say?
9 greens on this layout.
That should find the fairway. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
I believe. Hold on. You just go to your stream room where we are, and then create invite, and then you can send it to your brother.
Going with the 6-iron here. Nicely done.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Yo ho.
Ooh.
I missed that putt. I'm a ho.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard.
Galito, go on the coach. Go on the coach. Go.
The tee shot on the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
Tits.
And that will take him to 4 under. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. The leader now has a 1-stroke
muted
advantage.
right now. I wonder if that'll change.
As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have.
Yeah.
It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right.
Shit.
If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1.
Is that real or fake money, Mitch?
Has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete.
Is it real or
just
fake
get
money?
Envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision.
It'd be dope if it was, though.
The imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Ouch, that hurts.
Just 2 putt my way to another
for his
victory.
par.
Let's get it.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's
God
currently
damn,
trailing
son.
his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That was a gallant attempt.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game, and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now.
Hey, yeah.
Well, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
And inside the red zone,
yes, sir.
around 110 yards to go.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Mitch, I did drain a fucking shot
with the
from
9-iron, I
about
think.
168.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Yeah, well played. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
This is a good chance.
How does that not fucking go in? Oh my
3
god.
feet to go here to the hole.
This for par.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Leading by a shot after that hole.
It ain't no thing.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely
Well,
is
what
trouble.
the hell?
The thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for birdie here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one. And that'll promote a good move up the standings.
Bum rush.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger
Mitch,
up
was a stream that
there. Water
you were
left
modding.
obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Yeah.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool
story.
par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in design.
Ah, what a shot from the bunker. Let's return to live play now. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well played. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Going with the 8-iron here. Wonderfully played.
I always,
We'll now move over to
growing
Jon
up,
Rahm.
the thing that we always did was,
he is behind his rival.
it was essentially the starting of camping
catching
season.
up that's necessary.
Oh, so close. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Yeah, but what better way? To celebrate people's lives. I mean,
He was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
No, you're not.
And that will drop in for birdie.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Rigby. Rigby. Hey. What's up? Ow. Thanks for pulling my fucking ear out, my guy. Still love you.
Oh, look
it can
at
be
that.
A giant butt.
You don't want that ball back.
Yes, sir. Megan send you a picture of his new shirt.
To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie for.
Attire now.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Birdied their last hole.
Sitting at 3 over. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Oh,
so
fuck
close. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle.
There's no way
The
that
putt drops,
doesn't
and
go
that's
in.
back-to-back
Oh my God.
birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
He sits in first position.
Oh, and they increase their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
Yes, sir.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Playing the Players'
This
Championship
needs to go
right
a little
now.
bit right once it lands.
18 feet to the cup.
Currently in the lead, and I push a putt to
Right
the
by
left.
the hole. Just a
Yeah,
tiny
just two
putt
putting.
is all that remains.
Yeah, I know. Just I'm a 2-putt champ.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at
It's
how that play
fucking
affects the
shitty
leaderboard.
because each green is different,
And still in top
that's what
spot
makes the
after
game
that hole.
more difficult
Keep it going.
with putting and stuff.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par
go
4
to
18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
One area where
It's wonderful
these
if you're
ones are
not
gonna
playing
break
it
really hard,
for
really
a lot
fast.
of cash. It's just one of the
and
most
then you go to the next
difficult,
one with the same
visually
reeds, that's
intimidating
gonna
holes
break way
I think
slower
you'll
than
ever
the other
face
one.
in your life. Somehow,
Gets
try and
fucking
hit it down the
annoying.
right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd
Right.
be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And that'll do it, Rich.
Hey,
Players'
one put it
champion.
that one.
That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. this is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward.
Anyway, the Hot Shots games.
This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. Right. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Players champion.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Even in this one, it's fucking way easier. He's my big cheese, a good time boy. You're the most devious bastard of all of New York City. Okay. You're good. You're good, you're good. That's all I have stuck in my head right now. Y'all the most devious bastard in all of New York City. Okay. Takis burrito. Interesting. Yeah. Takis are delicious. That's fucking stupid. Maybe nothing, because it's a refund? I don't know. For real. Good luck. Carter, all I heard was boof, boof, like not really hard or anything, like he just slipped, and then he's so passed out that he didn't even notice that he fell on the couch, so I'm like, are you okay? Okay.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke, so great to be here with you and Rich. Looking forward to following this group down on the course today, because this player has developed a rivalry with none other than Tiger Woods. They certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack confidence.
It's going to be all right.
This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beem doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order.
Chase you up the stairs.
I know that this player has
shut the lights off.
all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
That dog will hunt.
Playing from around 110 yards out.
Fuck.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Fuck.
But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
That's a big-time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Currently a couple under for the round.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Well, that's not what they were looking for.
Cock.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Getting ready to play their third.
Fuck, that was fast.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
We both gasped at the same time.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
I like the look of this.
Oh
okay,
my God.
Steady now.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Currently 1 under.
Putting for no fucking
Unfortunately,
reason.
backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
You know. That's what I'm here for.
The fourth hole, the first of the par 3s on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
That's right.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Putt, Mickey.
Opting for the 5-iron.
This player showing 0 signs of any nerves as they play against their rival and playing partner, Tiger Woods. What a fantastic approach.
Hey.
Now
hey.
Over to Tiger Woods.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival.
One jet at that one.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
I'm getting there.
Oh, yes. What a shot.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Oh, I like jutted better. Jutted sounds way better.
And here we are with the third shot. And only one off the pace here. Oh, that one just missed the hole. This one's for birdie. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Hey.
And with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
That is a second
and as
one
the
jet.
scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
There it is.
Come on,
not completely.
You're better than that.
Got it.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is a
rather.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Hey, 3 in a row with a 1 jet.
And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. What do we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we?
Oh.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Our current leader is
I'm working my way to not being
lead.
a 2-putt or a 3-putt. Walking fast.
Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having
including
the 6th
my
behind
name.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era, and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best.
Right.
However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because he knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Going with a 3-wood here.
Oh my God.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. A birdie putt awaits.
I was a foot away from hole in one.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And
my
with
brain
that,
farted
we'll move to
for
5 under par.
Quite a while.
Currently in first position.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead. Luke,
what is the word
that you're searching for? Let's find out. Lovely, lovely rhythm.
John?
I hole and
info
jutted.
down there?
I did it.
Hey guys, we are checking in down here with Justin Rose as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Wow, what a save.
That
Okay.
was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Time for the second shot here at the 9th.
Hopefully.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Putting for birdie.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
And that will take him to 6 under. This hole is a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots
fine.
go.
I'm not
That
making
bunker
fun
down the
of you.
left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Playing this one about 130 yards out.
He's got a 2-stroke buffer.
Okay.
That should set up another chance. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And that should secure the par on this one. Leading by a couple after that hole. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and
Well, that's a
chase
good
one
thing,
up
huh?
there. Even if you can't get it on the green and 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently in 3rd place.
And back to the play, shall we? Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Currently leading by 2.
Did that look good for a long time? Nice recovery there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
I don't remember.
That's nicely done. Sitting at 7 under, currently in the lead.
This one is chewing fiber.
Good.
Now
I'm in
heading
the lead.
over to
I'm beating
Tiger Woods.
He's currently in 5th
Oh, I
place.
know.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Oh, no.
Come on, don't be shy.
Okay, time to return to the action. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
They've just got to
me see
focus
if I
on
can
hitting the
one-jet
back
this. I
of the
doubt it.
cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed. What a putt. Started
I did.
this
I one-jetted
perfectly.
it.
Oh, how about that one?
Yeah.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Oh, my
That is
God.
one of the best shots you will see.
heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
And maintaining top spot
What
on the
kind of runaround
leaderboard
did you get?
after that. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
And Rich, we talked about so much and we heard so many of them throughout the years. A Tiger roar just sounded different to any other roar on the golf course. Explain just the energy of that and what you endured.
Well, the Tiger roars usually involved about 35,000 folks, and any other roar was about 3,500. So that was already a massive difference. You just knew it. There's just an energy in the air. When you heard a roar go up, you immediately could tell whether it was Tiger or it was somebody else. And it all kind of depends on how you were affected by it. And I think that where a lot of players got into trouble was listening for the roars and listening what kind of roar it was. And when they let it into their head that it was a Tiger roar, then I need to do something better. I need to change it up real quick.
What kind of bullshit is that?
And in fact, that's probably what hurt them more than anything else. But listen, when Tiger did something fantastic,
where did you order from?
Everybody on the golf course knew it was him.
Now 4 shots up after that hole. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Going with the 5-iron here. Unable to find the green on this one.
Well, they wanted to hit the fade, and unfortunately, they didn't.
Ooh. Ha. Right at it from out of the bunker. Putting for par. And that putt drops, now 9 under as we head to the stretch.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Well, as you enter the dreaded snake pit here at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich, you know where you stand on the 16th tee.
This tee shot forces your hand. You must take it down the right-hand side in order to have a good look at this green for your second shot. And he misses out to the left. You're going to find the trees and all sorts of trouble.
Oh, that was pure.
Yeah.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This is the thing,
Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
Abelardo's food
He's sitting there
really
just in third place.
Let's check in with Tiger Woods. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Let's get back to it, shall we? Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. Looking good so far.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's currently in third place.
4 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently 11 under par for the round. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the snake pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
lay it back, and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill. But if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Still, kind of a pain in the dick.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
It's all coming out of this putt for the title.
And they win.
And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance, what a win. I mean, just, this player was just amazing all week long.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Not every time. It's what I'm feeling in the moment.